Hi there, Tracy Warren here, and today I am going to be sharing with you my onboarding process currently. And it is April 2015, so as things change, which they're always evolving for me, you will have an idea of what I'm doing and what seems to be working really well for me. And hopefully you'll be able to take a few of these things and implement them for your own coaches. So what I'm going to do is start screen sharing, and I'm going to show you, first of all, what it is. There we go. What it is that I have set up on my website. And there we go. Okay, so this is my website, traciwarren.com, and there is a tab called Coach Training, and it has been divided into 15 different modules. And the goal there was to have somebody be able to take themselves through Coach Basics on their own and really get started all on their own. There are some people who want to move a lot faster than others, and this allows people to go fast or slow and not miss anything. So I think that concept is awesome, and it helps them be empowered to do things on their own. Now, this is something that I am currently in the process of updating, so I'm actually not sending people here currently. One reason that I'm not is partly because it needs to be updated, but partly because, like I said, it's housed on traciwarren.com, and what I would like to do is simply set up a separate domain that is going to be for my team and house it there. So it's going to be on the same system, but I'm going to be using a different domain. And that way, if I'm sending a coach that is not my PS coach, you know, they're down the line, they're going to feel more comfortable going to the team website versus to my Traci Warren website. They may not even know me well. And that's going to be great for my coaches' coaches so that they can send somebody to the team website versus feeling like they need to use Traci's website. So that's the thinking behind that. I'm going to show you real quick what is here and how the flow of it all works so that you can, again, use what is valuable to you. So basically, welcome to Team Benefit. Your training consists of 15 modules, and you're welcome to complete them on a daily basis, all at once, or the pace that works for you. And so here we start right at module 1, and it allows them to skip to different modules. Obviously, I think they need to go through them in order, but that is an option there for them if they need to get to somewhere fast. So task number 1, pull out your calendar and block time in every day in your schedule this month to work your business. Task number 2, message me to set up a time for a Zoom call. Task number 3, pull out your phone, add the Zoom app because that's what our team uses for all of our calls. And then task number 4, while you've got your phone out, please turn off all email and Facebook notifications because a lot of times for people who are not used to the business, that can really overwhelm them very quickly. So I've got a quick welcome video and then several documents that I think are really helpful to beginning coaches. And then this is the videos that we had on Sparta Leaders created. And then what they do is they will notify me that they've completed module 1. Huh? Okay, go. Okay, so then at the end of each module, there is a notification button so that I can keep track of where my coach is in the process. And here's what happens. When they hit the notification button, they enter their name, their email address, which module they completed. Then there's a spot where they can tell me what they thought of the module and enter any questions that they have for me. And then they hit send and it goes to my email, and that way I can address specific questions and needs and get feedback from my new coaches who are going through this, okay? Let me see, let's go back up here. So these modules are, again, it's set up the same way with each one. There's a short video for each module. There may be documents that I think are going to be helpful to them at that stage in the game, and it goes 1 through 15, okay? And if you want a breakdown of what all is in there, you can simply go to traciwarren.com and look through it yourself. It's not password protected currently. But like I said, I'm planning on putting that at a different domain for my team. So that is that. Now, to get you on the updated version of what I'm doing is going to be in a Google Drive. Everything is housed on the Google Drive, and let me see. I think, Brittany, if that's you, yep, you're muted. Perfect. Okay, so there was a little bit of feedback. So on my Google Drive, if you're not familiar with Google Drive, I can take you back. Let me see, where did my email go? Well, hopefully you'll know how to get to Google Drive. But if you go to your email, these 9 boxes up here, you click on that, and here's Google Drive, the little triangle. So you click on Google Drive, and this is what it brings up, is your drive. And within that, just create a folder. You can go to New, and here I have Team Benefit Coaches. That's my team name. So everything is here. This is where you can send people. And you can share each folder, you can share each document with your team. Make sure when you're sharing these things that you are sharing it view only so that people don't get in and change the work that you have worked so hard to create. And I chose to leave step 1, step 2, and step 3 out in the open versus putting them into the coach systems folder. If you wanted to create like a new coach onboarding folder, that's fine. But this is what I feel like is working for me. And it makes it that much easier and fast to get to the brand new coach information and documents. So in step number 1, dear new coach, before you read any further, please take 3 minutes to watch this. And I've got my 3-minute video. This video is basically calming their fears, affirming that they made a good choice to join as a coach, congratulating them, and that kind of thing. There are no tasks in that video. So basically, I'm so excited for you. Let's be honest, it's going to take work. But it's worth it, that sort of thing. And it gives them my contact information. Really quick and simple. This is going to go to every brand new coach, regardless of how involved they want to be. This goes to everybody. And you will just go up here to hit share, and you can either enter their email address, or you can, again, it says view, you can copy and paste that. The shareable link is also a place you can kind of do it 3 different ways there. So, but also just to make note, if you share it with them by entering their email address, make sure to click on this drop down and change it to view so that they don't even accidentally edit what you've done. Okay, so that's how you will do that. Now, as you probably are already thinking, this is something that is requiring more work of me. Now that the website, I simply send them to the website and they're doing it all on their own. This is a more interactive way of engaging with your coach. Personally, I want that with my brand new coaches. I would like to at least get them through steps 1, 2, and 3 before I send them off to someplace and let them do everything on their own, because that's going to tell me a couple things. It's going to tell me how fast they are getting through the small tasks that I'm giving them, and it's going to show me whether or not it's worth my time to hold a getting started right call with each coach. Currently, my phone call time is very, very limited. And so I need to be very selective about who I'm spending one-on-one time with, and that it kind of pre-qualifies people, if you will. So if they can get through step 1, which again is going to take them a maximum of 4 minutes, literally 4 minutes, to watch that 3-minute video and read through a 1-minute letter. Then I let them know in the message, here's the link to step number 1. After you read the welcome letter and watch this 3-minute video, then please let me know and I will give you the next breadcrumb, step number 2. So very clear, very concise. Do step number 1, Let me know when you're done and I'll give you step number 2. Okay, so at that point, I come in, I grab step number 2, the link. Excuse me here for just a second. Okay, I think the kids are being crazy. Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. And then grab step number 2, just the way that I showed you how to grab step number 1. Step number 2 is the new coach follow-up email and frequently asked questions. There's a 3-minute video, and that goes through their first 3 steps, okay? One of those is Platinum Presenters. I get a ton of value out of all the recorded calls that are available on Platinum Presenters, so I pass that on to everybody. I let them know what their website addresses are and take them through the Coach Online office so that they can set up their electronic funds transfer, EFT or direct deposit. I let them know how to get onto the team calls and the wake-up calls. And then there is the mobile app in here. Just one tiny mention about Emerald Rank and what that means. And then below are some frequently asked questions. So that might be for the person who is actually already considering working this business. Because again, I still want to get step number 2 in the hands of every coach, regardless of their planned activity level. Okay, so what is Success Club? What is an active coach? What are the different ranks? And how do I set my preferred placement? Why do I see others in my downline? That kind of thing. Okay, so that is step number 2. And the step number 2 video that's right here, the first steps video, that goes into the 7-day quick start. So that is part of my step number 2, very important. And if they complete that 7-day quick start, then I need to set up a getting started right call with them. So again, as I send out the link, the Google link for this document, I'm going to say, here's step number 2. Please watch the video, do the tasks associated with that video, read the letter, and get back to me and let me know that you're done. And that may take them a week, you know, but if it takes them 20 minutes, I'm going to know that they're moving a lot faster than it takes the person who is, you know, taking a week to get it done. So I know that they've invested their time and it's worth my time to hold a getting started right call with them. Regardless of how long it takes for that new coach to get back to me, when it comes time for me to start my Coach Basics group, I'm going to invite all of those new coaches that have come on board to participate in Coach Basics. So now to back out of here, I want to show you step number 3, and it just depends on some people are going to get to step number 3 before Coach Basics starts. Some people are not. It's just one of those timing things. I am now starting my Coach Basics on the first day of every month. And I feel like that way I can have a better chance at them hitting Success Club in their very first month as a working coach. So step number 3 is how to share your story. And this is something that I just put together that will help them think about what their story is. Most new coaches think they don't even have a story, but they do. And so this helps them put that together. And then we can talk through it and help them share their story, because that's huge, huge, huge. So that's step 1, step 2, and step 3. Then to show you a peek at what comes next is under Coach Systems. And these are not in any particular order, because I find that some coaches need to know everything right away. And some coaches don't need to know any of it right away. And there are some coaches who want to start a fit club right away, and there are other coaches that don't. There are some coaches who are going to be receiving these documents as they go along in Coach Basics. There are some coaches that are going to be talking with people right away, and they're going to need to know how to follow up much sooner than somebody else. So this allows me to talk one-on-one with my new coaches and send them documents that are going to train them in the way that they see that they need it, you know. It's also going to allow me to have a quick and easy way to gradually share resources with the new coaches going through Coach Basics without overwhelming them all at once. I keep all of this information, again, on the Google Drive, but I also have it housed on our team page, and that way, if anybody needs something at any point, they can grab it and put it into their own Google Drive on their own. Hope that makes sense. So what is housed here? We've got coach and customer signups, how to enroll people. I actually found out that I wasn't doing a very good job at teaching my new coaches how to get customers signed up. I don't know why I wouldn't do that, but I think I was waiting for them to actually get to the point of being ready to sign somebody up, and then I was going to give them that information. But what I found out was that they needed to know how to do that in order to feel confident inviting somebody to get signed up. So now we've got that taken care of. I've put together a daily activity tracker, kind of a grid that allows people to write in the names of the people that they're speaking with. There's a daily to-do list, information on how to run a fit club and get one going. Follow up, there's training on how to follow up with people, how to run a challenge group, how to run a free group. There's one on inviting and a bunch of training there. There is a document on live events, how to navigate the Coach Online office, how to set up direct deposit, which again was shown to them in their first letter, it would be their follow-up letter, but you will find that a lot of people, their brains are just so overloaded that they need to go back. So that's here as well. Shakeology training, hugely important. Sharing the coaching opportunity. How to take somebody through a sneak peek and what a sneak peek is. There's a document on social media tips, what to do, what not to do. Thank you, Jenny Swisher. Step 2, digging deep with people and really teaching them the questions to ask to make sure that they are getting somebody to the point where price is not going to be an issue. Training on Success Club, and then also time management and working a power hour. And again, these are things that are not in any specific order. Actually, for some reason, I must have skipped over these top 4. There's a 30-day challenger tracking sheet that's put together so that they can list who their challengers are and the days, 30 days worth of tracking, so they can check off who they've touched base with, who they have touched base with each day, and they'll see if there are people that are engaging, and they won't lose track of their people. That's also really nice to go back to month after month and re-engage with people that kind of fall off the wagon. There's also one that's set up for a 7-day free group. And then there's the About Me form. That is part of that step number 2. And that video, that's one of the 3 tasks that are on that video, is to complete the About Me form so that I can really get to know people and their goals. And again, that's something that I want to know even before I hold a Getting Started Right call with them. And then the other one that I must have skipped when I scrolled down was customer service. So teaching people how to take good care and track their customers. So there you have it. That is how I'm onboarding my new coaches. I will show you one other thing before we wrap up, and that is, here is a seasoned coaches folder, and this houses some documents that are just great information for coaches to know, but brand new coaches don't need to know it in their first 30 days. So how to hold a Getting Started Right call, how to create effective videos, tracking your coach goals, managing your taxes, creating a newsletter for your customers, and also the Elite and Premier Goal Guide. And so anyway, please let me know if you have questions on any of this. I'm more than happy to share any of the resources that I've created because we know that in this business, when one of us is successful, all of us can be successful, and there are plenty of people to go around. So we're all on the same team, and I'm happy to share anything with any of you. So hope that's been helpful to you, and that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for joining me for this little bit of training.